Your pipe size should not be less than 100 mm. Next is escape lighting or emergency lighting. So remember, whenever there is a power cut, okay, during the exit, if this is the building and here all are flats and this is the corridor. So in corridor you need to have emergency lighting, right? This is a common area. So in common area we need to have emergency lighting because this is the path of escape, and here you have a staircase, for example. This is one floor, just I have shown you. Clear? So these are emergency lighting or escape lighting. Right, anyway, this will be taken care by the electrical point of view, but you should know. In case of fire, whenever people will escape, that path should be eliminated. In case of fire, what happens? Sometimes there is a power failure. So if there is no brightness in the axis, so people may get stuck. So to avoid that, you need to have light. Fire tower. Anyone know what is fire tower?
Sir, fire tower is a fire shaft. फायर शाफ्ट सर रिफ्यूज एरिया जिसको बोलते हैं सर हम लोग.
नहीं, refuge is different. This is different. Okay, I'll tell you. So fire resistance, first we'll discuss about fire resistance or fire barrier. Fire resistance means, for the example here, this is a one room. Okay. I'll maintain this wall fire resistance. Okay, so inside if any fire happened, it will not spread quickly. I'll maintain this fire resistance wall 120 minutes. So it can hold the fire up to 120 minutes. After that, it will spread to other place. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. And sir, firefighting have maybe.
I'll tell. Okay. Next is this point is
thickness or material.
Fire wall actually they will use some material. Okay, in the wall they will use some material. Okay, just like insulation. So that will protect the fire and it will not help to spread. Okay. Next is fire compartmentation. Fire compartmentation already we learned in basement compartmentation, right? What is the basement area and all? Again, we'll go through that topic. Fire door. In here you see these all are your fire doors, and all your fire door will be also 120 minutes, so that this will withstand the fire for 120 minutes. All fire door. Okay. Fire door you'll have single leaf, double leaf. This is called single leaf. If it will be something like this, it is called double leaf.
Door. 120 minutes, sir.
Huh?
This is 120 minutes.
Yeah, 120 minutes. All fire rated door also you need to have 120 minutes. Okay. Next is fire tower. This is your fire tower. If you see, this is your fire tower complete, and here you'll have staircase and one lift inside. So in case what happened here, you can see it is fireman lift. In case of fire, the firemen will come in this lift, okay, and they will go and control the fire. This is the way. Okay, here you should have one riser, fireman talk back you should have, okay, and staircase anyway you have a nearby staircase to lift, and you have fire rated doors to control the fire. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fireman lift, Fire stop, fire suppression will learn, right?
Right, sir.
Gas based or water based. Fire resistance wall. Okay. Floor area ratio, just to go through high rise building above 15 meter and above it is high rise. Mean of egress. What does mean of egress means? The path one person will travel. Okay, so the mean of egress means the path where a person will escape. That is called mean of egress. Just a minute. Yeah, sorry. So next is this you understand, right? Mean of egress, the continuous way of travel from any point of the building or structure to a public way consisting three separate and distinct parts. That is exist, access, exist and discharge. Wherever from the building you will exit, that is called mean of egress. Is it clear? जहां से बिल्डिंग से बाहर जाओगे वो है मीन ऑफ इग्रेस. Clear? Occupant load that you just go through. Pressurization. What is pressurization? Generally this is related to HVAC, staircase pressurization. Okay, so you'll have staircase pressurization or lobby pressurization. In that we will have one duct. Okay, anyone has seen this staircase pressurization?
Yes, sir.
So here
Grill is there,
fan.
no, sir?
Yes, lowers.
Mm.
In the terrace you will have a fan. Okay, centrifugal fan. From there it will blow air. Okay, and here you will have a
Grill.
lowers, grill or what lowers. So here what air will come. So what is the use of this? Basically, generally what happen? Fire. Okay. The air
Taking
flow.
outside the smoke.
Yeah, air. In what direction it flow? Where pressure is less. Okay, where pressure is less, air flow in that direction. For example, here we have a AHU and last we have a diffuser. This is related to HVAC, just I am giving an idea. Here in AHU we have more pressure so that it is flowing. Why it is flowing to this direction? Because here we have less pressure. Here we have more pressure. So air flow from more pressure to less pressure. So whenever smoke happen here, so what happen? Here you will have more pressure. So it will try to come out of it. One simple example. In your house, you have a door or window. Imagine window. Okay. From outside, why to your room air comes? Because outside you'll have more pressure. Right? Inside you'll have less pressure. Have you imagined? ये feel किया है? Yes, this is because of this. Pressure travels from more pressure. The flow of air should be always from more to less pressure area. Based on this, your staircase pressurization is designed. So all that area you need to design. Generally, this is done by HVAC. No need to worry for this. Just you know what is the use basically. Why we are giving the concept you should know. Clear, Praveen?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Parmeshwaran, yeah. Next is refuge area. Refuge area. If this is a building, okay. For example, refuge area. This is the refuge area. Okay, here you will not have opening. So above floor is there, below floor is there. For example, here this is 7th floor, 8th floor, 9th floor. So in case of fire, okay, these 2 floor people can come and stay in the refuge area. Okay. So what happened? This gathering will be there. So 2 floor, 3 floor people will gather here. So person can evacuate from there itself. Okay. So that is called your refuge area. So helicopter or whatever source they will.
Fire bicycle and all.
Yeah, some sliding thing is there. A lot of other thing also is there. So based on that, they will. So generally, your first refuge area will start at 24 meter. After 24 meter, you need to give one refugee area. Okay. Then
Alternate 4 floor, sir.
15 meter, alternate 15 meters you need to give. Plus 15 meter you need to add.
Yes, sir.
After 24, then you'll have 39. Then 39 plus 15, you see how much? 54. All those things you need to check. Okay. 58. Okay. Like this you need to give. Is it clear? Praveen?
Yes, sir, clear.
Every fifth floor we need one refugee.
Hmm?
Every fifth floor. After 9th floor, every fifth floor.
Meter. I am talking about meter. You, how many floor I cannot tell. Okay, it depends. For example, number of floor. For example, floor to floor height is 5 meter. Okay, in that case, I cannot tell 5th floor or something. It is as per meter. Okay. I'll just show you again. Here you see. Refugee, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
See, clearly it is written. Refuge area shall be provided in the building height more than 24 meter. Refuge area will be provided. Planned to accommodate the occupant of the 2 consecutive floors. Right? Somewhere it is written after every 15 meter or something, it is mentioned here. You can go through all the details. It is highlighted.
Yes, bottom is there. 15.
Which area shall be provided immediately above 24 meter and thereafter every 15 meter or so. ये भी highlight कर देंगे ना बाद में फिर.
सर आप जो पीडीएफ मुझे शेयर करेंगे उसमें हाईलाइटेड रहेगा ये?
रहेगा. ये highlighted. Clear. Next. ठीक है आसपास थे ना. Right, refugee area is clear, right? You know, hydrant system. We have gone in detail. NAPA 14, NAPA 13, automatic sprinkler, water mist system. Okay, wet riser, visual strobe. Generally, the person who cannot hear, for them it is visual strobe. Okay. For a person, if for them you have a visual strobe. In case of fire, that strobe will be flash. There is an audio visual fire alarm for alerting person with hearing, okay, impediment with flashing light. The stroke frequency shall be 0.5 Hz to 4 Hz. Weight riser, what is weight riser? You know, already we have discussed type of the system. And these are the different type of buildings. Group A, residential; B, educational; C, institutional; D, assembly; E, business. So in NBC has identified this type of category groups. So based on that, you will calculate, you will design. Okay. Right, you can go through all the subclass. Go through only the highlighted parts, I'm telling, because I have read most of the thing. All the important points it is highlighted here. This is during construction fire requirement. During construction, generally a lot of people neglect the requirement of fire. So these are the requirements of fire. You should keep a riser, okay, of 100 mm, dry riser of 100 mm with hydrant outlet, okay, on the floor construction, with fire service inlet to boost the water in the dry riser. And you need to keep a drum of 2000 liter fuel capacity with 2 fire bucket on each floor. Okay, and you need to have a water storage tank of 20,000 liters capacity.
It's minimum, huh?
Minimum requirement during construction. During construction.
During construction.
Yeah, refugee chute. Anyone has an idea what is refugee chute? In
This is
residential, just like a sliding you do, right?
sliding field,
Hmm.
like a flight coming down. Same this,
Yes.
there is shoot
Ah,
like a bag, like bag.
yes. So
Structure.
just
We
like
can come down with that.
sometimes you will see similar type of waste chute is there. Waste chute means, for example, 30 here one person is staying at 30th floor. He will not come to throw the dustbin, all the waste material here. So for that, what they will do, each floor they will give one opening, so they will throw, and at the ground floor it will be collected. Okay, that is the waste management system. Okay.
Use for laundry, na sir, this?
Which one?
Laundry.
Laundry.
Yeah. Same laundry.
Okay, this is for waste management, which I told. Okay, but here this is with respect to fire. In case anything happen, one person can jump and he can come out. The same thing it is written here. Refugee chute. You can see some images. These all are refugee chute. You can see here.
Okay, understand.
Each floor you are putting the dustbin, like similar type.
Dust,
Each
and
floor
it
you
will be collected in the ground floor.
Similarly, you'll have a refugee chute also.
Understood.
Okay. Same thing, you can go through all the topics, very basic topics, which is important. I'll tell emergency lighting, where you need to keep fire pump room, okay, staircase situation, fireman lift, exit, signages, lighting, fire alarm, PA, okay, magnetic door, lighting in the fire command center and security. What is FCC? Fire command center, okay. You can write down FCC, fire command center. Here, this is a room actually. Here you will put all your fire alarm panel, public addressable panel, CCTV. So one person, maintenance person will be there. He will monitor all the things. Okay. So what is fire damper, where it is used?
In case of the fire, so smoke will come out.
Just now we discussed staircase. Just now we discussed staircase restoration, right? So here we'll put a fire damper. Okay, in each floor, here we'll put a fire damper. So this will be connected to the fan. Whenever smoke happens, it will actuate and it will operate. So due to temperature difference, pressure difference, the fan will on. The concept you understand, right? Wherever pressure is less, okay, the fan will give pressure to the required area. Clear?
Less exhaust in kitchen.
CC room already I told fire command center. Here you can go through all the details, all the CCTV things, okay, PA, all the things, and that room should be 120 minutes fire rated one as we discussed, which will have fire door also. Tungsten, I told no. Tungsten or similar device that restrict travel to one direction that is used to restrict unauthorized entry shall not be placed to obstruct any required mean of egress. Alternate door opening. This I told you, right? During access, in case of fire, all the access door will open. What is tungsten? Praveen? दिखाया था मैं टी पर वो करूंगा तो आएगा दिखाया था इसका इमेज याद आया
Yeah.
in case of fire automatically it will open so this is the minimum headroom you have to maintain whenever you are coming through staircase generally this will be taken care by the home architect travel distance also we need to see already you know what is travel distance minimum size of the door what is the door size you need to have just go through all the highlighted part it is easy for understanding what is the size of the width of the staircase so based on the different type of building okay residential okay if it is two storage then it is 1 meter if it is more than that it will be 1.25 meters so based on the requirement you just change the staircase width minimum headroom you need to maintain 2.2 lift shall open in the staircase shall not open in the staircase all these things very small point you can go through each landing well should not be less than 1.5 long in the direction of the travel pressurization okay pressurization we have natural pressurization so this is again related to HVAC which is not related to fire just briefly I'm telling here you have a natural ventilation we have three things one is natural ventilation second is cross ventilation third is pressurization okay here you can see based on the requirement you can give pressurization natural fast whatever based on the building height okay internal staircase or lift lobby what all thing you can choose and give water compartmentation I think this we will learn right water curtain what is the area hmm? go through all the points this is again jet fan centrifugal for basement this is related to again HVAC master and slave arrangement should be employed yesterday I told you if you have multiple panel which will be connected to master and here this table is very important table number 7 okay all of you see based on the type of building your design will change okay for example uh, 60 meter or 40 meter height building height okay for residential it will be different design for business office space that design will be different, right? So you need to identify first which type of building and hazard, all those things. After that, you can find out here all the table it is written here. So for example, first is your residential. So residential, we have number of floors, or if the height is less than 15 meter. So what all the requirement is there? So less than 15 meter, extinguisher required. Okay. Hose reel is required. Weight riser not required. Down comer not required. Hydrant not required. Automatic sprinkler is required. Where it is required? Where you have your basement area is more than 200 square meter. Okay, you can see point number 4. Point number 4. Okay. Basement area exceed 200 square meter. So all those things, this note you should remember actually. And what is the tank size? Underground tank, what is the size? Okay. OST, what is the size? Pump capacity flow, what is the pump capacity and flow? Right? Clear है?
Yes.
So कौन सा बिल्डिंग है, कौन सा बिल्डिंग है, होटल के लिए क्या है रिक्वायरमेंट, और पूरा एजुकेशनल बिल्डिंग के लिए क्या है? Okay. So what all requirement you can find out from here, table number 7. Up to here, Praveen, clear? कोई है? Praveen?
Clear है sir.
So you need to identify which type of building you're doing, okay, industrial, all those things. Anyway, after that you decide what all things is required. At last, one very important point is there. For example, I just write down this point, okay. In your project, if your number of hydrant is more than 100, if your hydrant is more than 100, so what you have to do? You have two options. One option is, okay, you have two set
One
of
more.
pumps.
There is hydrant more than 100, huh?
Yes.
One DGI is sufficient, na sir? Diesel pump. About 100 numbers.
Two set.
No,
Two
two
set
set
means
need hydrogen.
Yes.
one minute.
Jockey pump,
One
electrical pump,
hydrant
and
is
also diesel pump.
jockey, sprinkler, hydrant, diesel. This is one set. So two numbers.
One more to DGI, sir.
This is option one option. Second option is all the pump will be same. Okay, jockey pump and sprinkler, hydrant, it will be same. But diesel pump will be two number.
Yeah.
Tank size will be double. Tank size double. These are the two things you can see. Double the tank size and add additional diesel pump. Here it is.
Yes.
Here you can see one set of pumps.
Electrical pump, we can keep diesel pump spare, huh?
Yes, yes. It is as per norms. You can see this note number 23, 24, all those things. So one set of pumps will be provided for every 100 hydrants. Okay, within with a maximum of 2 set. If it is more than one pump set installation, both pumps will be interconnected at the delivery headers. If 2 set you have, you need to interconnect the delivery header. Okay. Alternative provision, additional set of pumps. If you don't want to put an additional set of pumps, so your objective can be met by providing additional diesel pump, okay, of same capacity and doubling the water tank capacity.
I have doubt one.
हेलो, थोड़ा जोर से बोलो.
सर आई हैव डाउट. आवाज आ रही है सर?
हाँ आ रहा है.
सर अभी लास्ट सेशन में हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था कि जो हाइड्रोलिक एरिया हमारा रहेगा, तो पंप विल बी डिसाइड ऑन दैट, जितना फ्लो होगा हाइड्रेंट्स एंड स्प्रिंकलर. अभी आप बता रहे हैं कि 100 के ऊपर हाइड्रोलिक एरिया में तो 100 हाइड्रेंट्स तो आएंगे नहीं सर. सो आई विल रिक्वायर 2 पंप्स.
ये जो पंप कैपेसिटी, ये पंप का कैपेसिटी की बात नहीं हो रहा है इधर, ठीक है.
ओके
पंप कैपेसिटी नहीं हो रहा है। पंप कैपेसिटी कैसे अराइव करोगे? बेस्ड ऑन द क्रिटिकल पाथ, वो जो हाइड्रोलिक एरिया, दिस थिंग्स, राइट? So here we are talking about based on the hydrant. अगर तुम्हारा hydrant 100, this is as per norms, okay? I am not telling. If your hydrant is more than 100, we have a limitation, one setup pump we can give. One setup pump for 100 hydrants we have to give. This is inclusive of internal.
Hydrants only need for industrial area only.
All
Residential area
type.
only 100.
All type, industrial, residential, commercial, all the type. Okay. Clear है प्रवीण?
ये सर ठीक है, वो डिजाइन बोलते हैं अगर 100 नंबर above 100.
हाँ, hydrant इधर लिखा है ना, for each 100 hydrant, okay, one setup pump you require. One setup pump shall be provided for every 100 hydrant. अगर 120 hydrant है तो 2 सेट पंप लगेगा आपको, ठीक है?
ठीक है सर.
कैपेसिटी सेम है, कैपेसिटी में नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, अलग रहेगा तुम्हारा। क्रिटिकल पाथ इधर से रहेगा ना। अभी मीटिंग कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, आप ज्वाइन करो।
Distance between 200. So this